Welcome to solverfy.
So given this graph here, and recall that the coloring of a simple graph is the assignment of a color to each vertex of the graph so that no two adjacent vertices are assigned the same color. And then the chromatic number of a graph is the least number of colors needed for coloring of the graph. Okay, so given here we have a graph, let's call this a graph G, is equal to this. We have vertices A, B, C, D, E, and F, and we see it where we see, right? So, right, A is connected to B and C, and we see A is also connected all the way around to D, and everything you see going on here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and let's assign a color to each vertex. So let's start with vertex A and assign A the color red. Okay, so, well, if A is red, so then, well, let's go ahead and look at B. So now B, well, B is connected to A. So B can't be red. So we need a new color for B. Let's have B be green. Okay, let's go to C. So C, well, C is not connected to B, right? So C is connected to A, but then C comes up to a vertex E and a vertex F, vertex E and a vertex F. See, there is no line going from C directly to B. So C can't be red, but C could be green, right? C can be green because we're not connected from C to B. Okay. And then look at D. Well, D, let's see. D definitely cannot be green, or because it's right connected to C. But D also cannot be red, right? Because we don't have a straight line going from A to D, but we do have this line going all the way up around. We have a straight line, so A and D are connected. So D also cannot be red. So we need a new color for D. So how about we let D be blue? Okay. Now looking at vertex E, well, E is connected to C, right? So E cannot be green, and E is also connected to B, right? But E is not connected to, E is connected to A. I missed the line here. E actually is connected to A. There's a line segment going from A to E. Okay, so we got E can't be green, but E can also not be red, right? Because E is connected to A and E is connected to C. So E cannot be red, E cannot be green, but E can E be blue? Yes. Okay, it almost looks like here we're almost connecting E to D, but we're not, because this is a line segment. Maybe this would be more of a straight line segment here. We have a line segment going from F to D, right? But then there's no line segment going from E to D. So E can be blue. And then looking at F, well, F is not connected in any way to another red, right? A is our only red right now, and A is not connected to F. So F can be red. So how many colors do we see here? Well, we see three colors, right? Red, blue, and green. So therefore, our chromatic number, so the chromatic number of G is equal to 3.